first student at Sherman College of Chiropractic, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about my chiropractic story and why I decided to go to chiropractic school. So my story starts when I was a kid. I grew up in a really athletic family. I was always involved in sports, and I was always a competitive person. I wanted to beat myself, I wanted to beat my teammates, my classmates, everyone I was put up against. I wanted to win. I needed to be the best. So with that mentality, I tended to get injured a lot. And whenever that would happen, I'd go see a physical therapist. And by this time in my life, early high school, I loved science. I wanted to work in health. So I just kind of thought, well, PT might be a good option for me. So I kept the idea of PT in my head for a few years, and then I ended up getting injured again. I got an overtraining injury in my shoulder from cross-country skiing about my junior year in high school. And when PT didn't help me out, that's when my mom took me to go see a chiropractor, and that's kind of where this journey really started. So I wanted to work with athletes, and I still saw chiropractic at this time in my life as being something that helps injured athletes or people in car accidents or just people with low back pain or a stiff neck. So when I started to look at schools, thinking I wanted to be a chiropractor, I was kind of looking at what I could do with a health degree. And I ended up going to school in Colorado, and about my sophomore year in college, I was told that I needed to get an internship to kind of set myself apart from other applicants and to get experience and to make sure that chiropractic was something I still wanted. And even at this point, I was like, well, it'd be cool to crack backs, like that'd be fun. So I finally met up with a woman in town there. She was a pediatric and prenatal chiropractor, and I had no idea what she did, because I still had the mentality of it was all about pain. So I was like, well, babies don't have low back pain, so why would they need to get adjusted? And that's when she finally educated me on what chiropractic is and what chiropractors do. And it's all about helping somebody's body function to 100% capacity. And that's when I really felt like I was coming into my own, and I was really realizing like chiropractic is exactly what I want in life. But even then, I had no idea why I wanted it. I was just like, well, it's an easy way to help people without having to go the super medical route of becoming a doctor, becoming a PT, or something like that. So when I was finally looking at chiropractic schools, she told me to look at Sherman because they have a really strong philosophy base. So she was like, well, if you want this philosophy and you want more of it and you want to learn why you're actually doing it, here's where you need to go. So I started looking at schools about my senior year in college, and was really unsure about what I wanted still, because on one end, my mom, who would always come to my school visits with me, would be like, oh, well, this is a really cool school because they help you pass boards, and oh, this is a really nice school because you can get a master's in sports medicine while you're getting your chiropractic degree. And when I finally went to Sherman, I was like, wow, I can learn about why I'm doing this and how to do it and what it all means. So I kind of fell into it almost, and that's kind of where it leads to the why I'm here. Because even coming into school, I really didn't know why I picked Sherman or why I wanted to be a chiropractor. I still had the mentality of like, well, I just want to help people. But at this point, I was like, well, I want to help babies and I want to help moms. So I kind of really had to sit down with myself and think, like, why am I doing this? And it kind of led me to the idea of, I always felt like I needed to follow in somebody's footsteps and I needed to stay in somebody's shadow. Because with my mom, she wanted to go to PT school and couldn't. So I was like, well, I need to go to PT school so I can be like my mom. And then I was like, well, I need to be a good athlete because my dad was a good athlete, so I feel like I need to do that. And when I found chiropractic, it was something that neither of my parents really thought about for me. So I was like, well, this could be something fun for me to do, and I can make my own path. And even when I was looking at schools, I was like, my mom thinks that this would be a good school for me, even though I'm more drawn to Sherman. And luckily I ended up picking Sherman, and it was an amazing decision. But I still felt, even coming in, that maybe it wasn't the right option for me because I wasn't doing what I felt was expected of me. And I finally felt like I could do something for myself, and that's why I'm here, because once I can fully express my own happiness and my own health through doing something for myself, I can do that for others, because we live in an era where everybody feels like they need to be doing something for someone else, and people don't really take care of themselves well enough because they're like, well, I need to do this for this person and this for that person. When it's like, if you just sit down and do something for yourself for 1 second of the day, like take a hot bath, have a cup of tea in the morning, then you can finally live your happiest and healthiest life. So if I can do that for myself, then I can give that to my patients in 3 or so years when I graduate. And that's why I'm here. I want to make my own path. I'm stubborn. I don't like being told what to do. So I want to do something that's going to make me happy and it's going to make me fulfilled. And to this day and to the day I die, chiropractic is the way to go for me. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos about what it's like being in grad school and more stuff about chiropractic philosophy and my journey through school. So thanks. Bye.